Let's go over last night's homework. This will give you a good idea on what to do tonight. 7,253 times 5. One digit addition. 5 times 3 is 15. Carry the 1. 5 times 5 is 25 plus 1, 26. Carry the 2. Over to the hundreds place. 5 times 200 is 1,000. Plus 200, that's 1,200. You carry the 1 up to the thousands place. 5 times 7 thousands. 35 thousands plus 1, 36,265. So close. Now, here we go, subtraction. You cannot take 9 from 4 in the ones place. That means you have to make this a 14. 14 minus 9 is 5. Where'd I get the 14? Where'd I get the 10? From here. Well, there's 0 there. There's a 0 there. It's because of 9. So here we go. 9 minus 7 is 2. 9 minus 5 is 4. Bring down the 9. 9,425. Two-digit multiplication. Ones place first. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 2 tens is 2 tens. Now that we're using this 4, that's not really a 4, that's a 40. That means we have to drop a 0 here. 4 times 6, 24. Carry the 2. 4 times 2, 8 plus 2, 10. Now we add. Many of you are making mistakes in your addition in this step of your multiplication. Careful. Line it up. Use your columns on your grid paper. Use the columns on your notebook paper to line this up. 6 plus 0, 6. 2 plus 4 tens, 6. Drop a 0. 1 in 1,000 place, 1,066. Number 4. How many tens are in 100? Remember, we checked this out yesterday. Here's 100. That's 100 ones. Here's how many tens. This is the tens place. Here's the ones place. Here's the tens place. So we see that there are 10 tens in 100. How many thousands are in 30 hundreds? Well, I could draw 30 hundreds. Not the ones, not the tens, not the hundreds, the thousands place. There are 3 thousands and 30 hundreds. 6, which expression would be solved first? Obviously, we're going to look at the parentheses first because of PEMDAS, order of operations. Okay, but once we're inside the parentheses, what do we do first? Any exponents? No. Any multiplication or division? Yes. So we'll do this first. 35 divided by 5 is 7. Bring everything else down. But really, it's not even asking you to evaluate this. It's not asking you to solve it. We can solve it though. But what would you do first? You want to have this part circled or written 35 divided by 5. That's the part you do first. Answer what they are asking. They did not ask you to solve it. They did not ask you to give me the answer. They asked you which expression would be solved first. In this case, it is 35 divided by 5. All right, let's go through it though. 6 plus 7, 13 plus 10 divided by 2. 10 divided by 2 would be our next step. Why? Because there's no parentheses, there's no exponents, there is multiple div. 10 divided by 2, that's 5. Bring everything else down. 13 plus 5, 18.
Mr. Murphy, I missed that too. The question is which is solved first, right? And then they don't really have to solve it.
Nope.
How many of you did? Okay, well now you know whether it's correct or not, right?
Did you get 18 if you solved it? That's your answer. But truly, even as you go through this tonight, guys, if this is the answer, if this is what they asked, which expression will be solved first? It's asking you, you know, what do we do? Do we do 6 plus 35 first? Of course not. Do we do 10 divided by 2 first? No way. We'd always start with the parentheses. Always start with the parentheses. But then, which expression inside the parentheses? This one, 35 divided by 5. All right, 7, you do have to solve and evaluate. It's all in parentheses here. What, Haley? It's all in parentheses here, so no exponents. Is there any mult or div? Yeah, there is. There's lots of it. Here's 1, 16 divided by 2. Here's 1, 14 divided by 2. We could do those both at the same step, guys. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Bring everything else down. That means you bring down this plus sign. That means we bring down this plus sign. This 8. This parentheses. This parentheses. Any exponents? Nope. Any mult or div left? Nope. Any adding and subtracting? Yes. When you have adding and subtracting in the same step, you read it left to right like you're reading a sentence. So do this first. 8 plus 8, 16, plus 7, and then you get 23. Okay, so use the visual model to solve. This is 60 plus 2, 70 plus 6. You're going to get 4 different answers. You're going to get 6 times 7, which is 42, add 2 zeros, 4,200. 6 times 6 is 36, add a 0, 360. 70 times 2, 7 times 2 is 14, add a 0, you get 140. And finally, 6 times 2 is 12. We got our 4 partial products, we have to add those together. Maybe grid paper, you can line these up correctly. $4,712. Okay. Number 9, in the number 2,971,898, the 9 in the tens place is blank the value of the 9 in the hundred thousands place. 2 different ways we can solve this. First way. Is the 9 in the tens place larger or smaller than the 9 in the hundred thousands place? Haley. Smaller. That means this is going to be a fraction with a 1 over a number. The number on the bottom, the denominator, is going to be look, 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros in it. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros in it. 1/10,000, the value of the 900,000. That's one way to solve it, okay? Check it out, here's a different way. You know that it's going to be smaller, it's going to be a fraction. So you can write the numbers. The one in the hundred thousands place, it's 900,000. 9 in the tens place, that's 90. And then you count how many spaces you need to move. 4. 4 spaces means 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Again, 1/10,000 the value. Couple different strategies for you there. Number 10, determine which property of multiplication is shown. Is this the associative, identity, distributive, or commutative? Well, I see that we've taken numbers and we've broken them up. We've taken 6 times 9 plus 1 and busted this up into 6 times 9. And then we busted this one up into 6 times 1. And then we add them together. That's distributed, guys. When you destroy a number, break it apart. That will help you as you continue your homework this week.
So we're gonna go to, sorry.
Let me just go back to it. Stop it.